Hi guys, currently here I'm at my shop. It's actually a bakery, but I guess the space that I'm gonna use right now is kind of like workshop now, come workshop. Anyway, so today's project is, I'm gonna stop it here to show you forward facing a bit. Pallets, pallet projects, pallet projects. Right. So here you have a pallet. This is the kind of like the bottom side and the back side. Now I would like to think this is heat treated, but it should be HT, not TH, so I'm not sure if it's heat treated or not. It kind of smells, but maybe that's just the smell of wood. Anyway, I'm doing this at night because my wife seems to be adamant about me making her planter. So I got these pallets from her workplace. They were gonna throw it away anyway, so I got them for free. I guess you can get these anywhere where like grocery shops or Huaho. I guess I haven't seen them in Huaho, but you know, those that need heavy lifting for stuff, they usually use these pallets. So I'm gonna use this to actually kind of make a planter. Oh, let's just go over here. I bought some stuff, extra stuff. Um, these are some seeds that I got from Asia Enterprise. You got coriander, oregano, and basil. Well, usually when people do these projects, they usually have it already like grown. So I'm gonna make it from scratch, basically. Stop that here. So that sounds like rats. This is not exactly tarp. It's actually, I don't remember what they called it. I was looking for landscape, kind of like material. This they said could be used. Um, I didn't want to use shielding because shielding had like holes in them, even the 90% ones. So that was kind of like opposite of what I want. I don't want any holes. We're gonna be using these to kind of like hold to make a basket to hold the soil. I bought the soil. It's over here on this pallet here. It's again from Asia Enterprise. Ugh. It's organic Vegemix. Yeah, Vegemix. So what am I going to do now with this pallet? Actually, I don't need to remove any of the planks or the nails. This is exactly what I wanted, kind of like have one at each. Well, I mean, if this was a bigger pallet, you could probably fit like 3 layers. I mean, I guess I could make a third layer here, kind of like have like maybe a grassy kind of plant. I was thinking maybe they could go on top here, and the kind of like herbs will be going along this column here. The packet, according to the guy, should be enough to kind of like fill the whole kind of like horizontal. So one here, another here, and another here, all the way through. I wasn't gonna. I could have cut this in half, kind of, and kind of use the this piece of wood as a bottom thing, but I think I'll just keep it as is and then go. Since this is kind of like my first project, I want to see how it goes first before making any kind of amendments. I will do certain aesthetic things like removing these and sanding it down because you don't want to handle these without gloves before sanding them down, because then you'll have like splinters and or worse, nails and all that, children going around, dogs and people. So I'm gonna do that now. So I kind of like brushed a little bit. I didn't sand it in the end because it's late and I don't want to disturb my neighbors. So what I decided to do was just lightly brush it with the metal rule brush thing, and I've measured, what was it? I completely forgot now. It's about what is that? I didn't say 3 inches whatever because it was about 9.5, slightly less than 9.5 centimeters, and about, what was it, 14? It's about, what was that, 18 inches wide. It's not an exact science. 18.5, less than 18.5 besides, so that means it's true. Yeah. Anyway, so and then it's about 11 inches this way. So I'm gonna have it stop at around 5 inches. It's about here. I didn't want to make it too long because the plants here then couldn't get enough sunlight and whatnot. I'm gonna put a cardboard backing so that you can't see through. We're gonna actually put it on the grill fence outside, with herbs outside, to kind of like block the sand from coming into this soon to be kitchen area. We're gonna renovate this area into a kitchen, so I want to have some backing, so I'm gonna use cardboard. Didn't want to use the tarp, whatever, because it was $3 per meter. So I want to maintain that as much as possible, use as little material, little cost as possible for this. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut strips using this material, and then kind of like use it as a bag to keep the soil in it. So right, so I've taken the tarp, cut it in half again. So basically I end up with, the table was about 4 feet, so I cut it 4 feet, cut it in half, ended up with, what was this, about, I think it was 1 feet by, well, it should be 1 feet by 2 feet, probably less than 2 feet. Yeah, it's about one, can't really contrast here. So it's 2 feet by 1 feet. I use that because instead of inches and centimeters, because it's easier. So I haven't decided which side I want to use, but I guess blue is nice, or I could alternate between blue and orange. So basically what's gonna happen is this is gonna be kind of like where the soil goes into. I'm gonna staple it this, starting the edge from the outside, take it to a bag, and then kind of like stapling it the other side here. So what you'll end up with is a bag. So I'll do that first and see how it goes. So I did one segment and I realized it was kind of, what you call it, not short, not deep enough. It doesn't even hang like around here like I thought. But lesson learned. I realized that I only placed 1, 2, 3 here before, and it was kind of like dragging around here, so I added 2 more. I guess the more staplers that you put in, the more secure it is. As you can see, the stapler is kind of like jutting out, but I could easily hammer that in, but it's, like I said, it's a bit late and I don't want to do that. All in all, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a bit short, but I've already cut the strips 2 inches by 2 feet by 1 feet. So I'm gonna have to um, maybe since I've got 3 segments, I'll probably do one more for I'll probably use these 2x1s for the bottom ones, and maybe do 2 by, I don't know, let's see, 2x4, 2x3 for the middle one. For the top one, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there should be something here. Maybe I could kind of like create a hanging pot here or something. Be creative. Let's see how it goes. I mean, I'll probably, you know what? I'll just continue doing the 2x1s for all 6 columns, spaces there, and kind of like maybe have an idea of what I want to do here, or maybe it'll be just right. Who knows? I would like, actually, I might want to test that right now. I want to see how the water holds. This is during my barbecue. Okay, it looks like it's not seeping through, so it's waterproof. I'm gonna make holes, maybe like 3 holes around here, so when you're watering the top one, the water just flows down to the second one, and the second one it'll flow to the third one. That's kind of idea anyway, so that you don't have to water them individually. Just do the top 2 and it will just like drip down. That's the idea anyway, but we'll see how it goes. So I installed the canvas on all the slots now. This could be made more aesthetically better, more aesthetically. Anyway, so that's how it looks like. Not too bad for my first try, I guess. I mean, I haven't put the whole fill in yet. I haven't put the soil in yet. My wife's calling me, so I think I'll stop here. Tomorrow I'll put holes, 3 holes, 2 holes, maybe do 3 holes here, 2 holes here, something. I decided to go with the orange, all orange. So I'm gonna put, this is the front, this will be the front, this side will be the front, so you can get to the plants if you want to pick it and whatnot. I mean, there's other variations where this would be the front and you could use a cardboard or maybe even this material and kind of like cut crosses into it, and then just kind of like plant your seeds so it'll be facing and growing that way. But that's not what I'm gonna do here, not for this version. So putting soil in, putting the seeds in, watering it, and see how it kind of like flows. You know what, maybe I'll do something fantastic here where you can see the water kind of like flowing down. Maybe not. Anyway, so that's it for now. Do this again tomorrow. Hi, so it's day 2, more like the second day. It's been a couple of days since the last time I did this project. Anyway, continuing on, I made holes. Now these are a bit too big for my liking. I used a knife and then it just went straight through. So I mean, it'll hold soil, I'm pretty sure, but it's just slightly too big for my liking. So you got to be careful with that. Live and learn, right? So I made holes, 3 holes here, another 3 holes at the second column, and just 1 down here. The reason being, you need to allow the water to flow, but not so much that it'll just like freaking go everywhere. And the other thing, I wanted to kind of like secure this to the grill, but the one thing that I needed, which were cable ties, I forgot to bring from home. So I'm gonna have to do with these reusable kind of like cable ties, so I can replace them later on. Right, so I've place the Vegemix organic soil here inside. So now give it a look. I just basically poured it on, just like temped it a bit, not compressed, mind you, just lightly, so that it goes down and it'll be, I guess, good enough for the roots. So I got my seeds and I'm gonna plant them now. Alright, so I kind of sowed the seeds and watered them. I'm a total noob, but from what I remember watching TV, I've got like this one's oregano, separated. I basically just punctured, kind of like dug holes, about an inch apart, 6 holes, and kind of like just, you know, plop the seeds in, and that's oregano. Here's also oregano, but I just sprinkled the seeds above and just kind of like messed the soil around it so it's underneath there. Same here, but with coriander, and I think coriander and basil here. Basil seeds are like huge. This is actually empty, I just realized. I wanted to put the pumpkin and all those eggplants and stuff, but I decided maybe those were meant for another project, so that's empty. Anyway, so that's that, and see how it goes in like a week.